All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So just getting home now, and literally a few minutes ago, there was a bunch of roster moves made by the New York Jets here. Obviously, the team has to cut down, every NFL team has to cut down the rosters from 90 to 53 by tomorrow at 4 p.m. So there should be some more news kind of trickling in throughout the night, whether it's the Jets or, other teams, other organizations out there. But in any case, the Jets went out and released offensive tackle Adam Pankey, linebacker Nick Vigil, running back Bam Knight, and on top of that, safety Trey Dean, who, in my opinion, I thought was going to make the team based off of what he did in the preseason. I mean, what did he rack up? 19 tackles? 19 tackles for an undrafted free agent playing in preseason games in limited action, right? So personally, I do like the upside. Now, look, there's a chance that Trey Dean could be back with the Jets on their practice squad, assuming he doesn't get picked up, with a waiver claim or anything like that. So it's interesting. And, you kind of start thinking about the safety room. What's it going to look like? I think, obviously Tony Adams, Jordan Whitehead, they're going to be making the team. They gave Adrian Amos a lot of money. I love Amos. I love the experience. I love how every single year from Adrian, you know what you're getting. So personally, I definitely want him making the team. But really, who's going to be the fourth spot? Jarek Bernard Converse is going to start the year on the PUP list. So that kind of frees up, a roster spot there. So is it going to be Ashton Davis? He definitely looked really, really good. I believe it was against the Buccaneers. I mean, he was playing out of his mind. And obviously he was a Joe Douglas draft pick, just a few years ago. Well, really, a couple of years ago now. Hasn't really had a ton of opportunities on the field, but at the same time, he's been with the Jets for a long, long time. Enough time has passed for him to show the Jets organization on whether or not he could be the long-term starting safety. I mean, think about Tony Adams, right? This is a guy who was an undrafted free agent last year, managed to, crack the lineup a couple times a season ago, spent a lot of time on the practice squad, and he made an impression. And he continues to get better. So safety, what's going to happen with that fourth spot? And then with running back Bam Knight, I believe it was Mike Garafolo, it could have even been Ian Rappaport that reported that there was some trade interest or some trade buzz with Zonovan. I don't know if anything, transpired. I'm assuming if there was a tangible deal on the table, a move would have been made, as opposed to just outright waiving him, unless the plan is that he, passes through and doesn't get claimed, then the Jets can bring him back. But that's a risky game to play, considering that it wasn't just trade buzz from one team. So we'll see how it plays out there, but right now it's looking like the running back room is set. Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook, Izzy Amendola, and of course, Michael Carter. So we'll see next couple hours what's going on here, roster moves, we'll analyze it. But tomorrow at 4 o'clock, that is the big day. That's the hour, right? That's when everything is going down, right? The final 53 comes out. And then after, it's like, okay, what's the practice squad looking like? Will Joe Douglas claim a player that gets waived? We've seen some pretty interesting storylines over the past couple of hours here. Including Derek Barnett potentially being traded. Not saying that the Jets should go out and trade for him, but there's still big things that could happen here before the start of the regular season. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.